No.
That is...
Because the full-time whistle has gone at Anfield. The final whistle goes then, and it's Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0.
Toothless.
Both sides really, really lacking in quality. Chelsea had a goal disallowed by VAR in the first half from Kai Havertz. Not a lot to write home about from either team, really. And yeah, it was a mid-table clash, and that's exactly what we got. We got two poor teams, two really, really poor teams who just cancelled each other out in a battle of crapness almost. The point takes Liverpool above Brentford on goal difference for now. It keeps Chelsea below us, but yeah, listen, it's 8th now versus 10th. It was really, really poor game. Both two sides who were really, really struggling this season, and you could tell that game just lacked quality. That was not an advert for Premier League football. It wasn't good for both sides.
No.
We'll speak about Liverpool, but just as for both teams, you'll be looking at that going
collectively. Both crap. Yeah, they'll both be glad to just get off the pitch and not have too much damage inflicted on either side, because let's be honest, it was low quality. You could see that both sets of teams, there was individuals within the teams that were playing with low level of confidence. You mentioned it was a mid-table clash. It was a sparring. They didn't really lay a glove on each other. The goalkeepers weren't really overly stretched, weren't having to be worked out or anything like that in any real way. Said to you from the start, I'm not 100% convinced of Kepa's abilities anyway, so put him under pressure, get shots off, make him work, make him get stuck in, and we didn't really do enough of that. I do think, to give Liverpool a little bit of credit, we came out in the second half, and the first 10 minutes we probably was the best 10 minutes of the entire game for us, in terms of the press seemed to all be in sync. The threat towards goal seemed to be a lot more effective. It just wouldn't fall for us in the right areas today. It didn't fall to the right people to get the right chances. So we was just I'm saying a little bit off it, but we was quite a way away from our best. Chelsea are nowhere near their best, and as a result, it was two poor form teams going really toe to toe, and both having, both being toothless.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just checking my BetMate team, by the way, as it stands. I don't think I won. I think I got 48 points. Didn't get me any more. I'll double check him, but congratulations to St Jam 007, who won 225 quid with 61 points. Let's have a little look at the team. Probably full of Chelsea players, was it? Let's have a little look if it'll come up. We'll come back to it. Maybe I think the points are tallying up there. And Shahen with 1982 with 112.50. Congratulations to you guys anyway. Done better than I did. Thomas Garcia says realistic expectations, thanks for the super chat, Thomas. Over under 6th place this year. 6 seems about right at the minute, doesn't it?
I don't even... You see me, personally. If we're not in the Champions League, I don't want to be in Europe. I don't want to be doing that Europa League slog.
You'd have to finish like 9th or something. But
I'd take it this season. Like if not fundamentally is going to change within the management and the coaching staff, and the money is available for us to rebuild, I wouldn't mind just playing one game a week while we get it right and nail it on, because then we can go again for the following season in the Champions League, so be it. But I don't want us to finish 6th and then having to negotiate Europa League matches in the middle of God knows where.
So we're heading now, isn't it? And so Chelsea might be the same. I just mentioned the winning team on BetMate, by the way, if Joe can bring that up for me. He captained Jorginho and got 6 points. So he got 22 points for Jorginho. So 7 for Ali, 9 for Ibu, 6 for Ahmed Benoit, 22 for Jorginho. That decision won you the money. Thiago 6, Salah 6, vice captain, and Kai Havertz 5. Could have been even more if Havertz's goal could have stood maybe. And so congratulations, 225 quid going to St Jam 007. I don't think I got nothing, and I can't see if any of the Redmen guys did either. Paul missed out on money by half a point.
Wow.
49.5 got the money. Paul got 49. Unlucky gaffer. And I'm still scrolling looking for Chris, which kind of tells you how Chris got on. I don't even know where he is.
Yeah, the team all sorted as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't even know where Pajax is, but look at that. I can't even find him. So yeah, Pajax not had the best of games there for sure. Unlucky Pajax. Unless he's in there. Unless he's higher, but no. Right then, so yeah, congratulations again to St Jam 007. To Shahen, who won 112.50, only 1 point behind. Wolves 1965 to won it as well. As did Nate 91. Loads just got involved, but yeah, some big wins there. That game's gonna be so hard to analyse. Let's think then. We spoke there about the lack of quality.
Yep.
Any positive? I thought maybe the defending, general play defending was good.
Yeah.
Set plays, especially in the first half, got better. But as a duo, Konate Gomez did okay. Milner, I think we
back four was all right. The
well.
back four was all right. He did never look out of sort. Or that look like the were strays, or they could get the foot on the ball. They seemed to move the ball well. They put it into good position. I think it was that midfield again. It's going to be a sticker point for us all season, but in that midfield, just giving balls away. There was a lot of that towards the back end of that first half. Scrappy, just giving the balls, high turnovers of the ball, and we just didn't seem composed enough for me, if I'm being completely honest. And I think that was part of the problem when you're trying to then set up your attackers. You're not really giving them, and you're not really filling them with any confidence if you can't give off a simple 5-10 yard pass and you're getting it all wrong. So, as I say, that second half, there was vast improvements. It looked like a lot more of an aggressive side. We looked like we wanted to take the initiative and try and be on the front foot. But I think, as you mentioned about Bajcetic, his legs went. You could see that the change.
He was good. I thought he had a good game.
I thought he had a good game
until he got tired.
Exactly. So I think it's hard to really analyse, because when you expect more from this Liverpool team, was it Idad that Rada was like, if you can't beat this Chelsea team at home, it's a poor result. It's
a better result for Chelsea than Liverpool. It really
is,
because they're rubbish. I've got a sense, and I might be wrong, and I don't know. It felt like there's been a real emphasis on not being easy to beat, and that has impacted the attacking play a little bit. It felt it was a strange team selection. It was a quite disjointed one at times. I'm not sure Harvey Elliott's a left winger, for example.
Yeah, I'm not.
But yeah, it wasn't great. Tyrone says there's no positive spin for any other result than a win. The position we put ourselves in means a draw may as well have been a loss. Yeah, Tyrone, thanks to the Super Cup. No one's saying it was a good result. Yeah. There's no positive. I was just trying to think of anyone who did well for Liverpool, because Chelsea's defender got man of the match, but I thought Liverpool's defenders did quite well as well. But yeah, it looked like a mid-table / lower league game. That was a real lack of quality. Alisson had to make one good save. That was it. Kepa didn't really have to make any save at all. Nope. Which kind of...
It's quite shocking. It sums up for us.
I'll bring the stats up here.
We didn't test them, but that's been the story of our season so far. Not really doing enough to these
5 shots between both teams on target. 3 for us, 2 for them. Exactly. But the ones that Kepa had were pretty simple shots. The ones that Alisson had, he made one good save from the header, and other than that, it was quite...
There was not much else we had to...
So both sides really lacking. It's two sides who are lacking in confidence. Both sides... Watching that display, Champions League football for both teams looked miles away. Yeah. I would what it's worth saying. Both these teams did get to the domestic cup finals last year.
Yeah.
Maybe they're feeling the effects. We saw Man City play tons of games last year. They're under it as well. But I'm trying to put my head around. We fell off a cliff. Chelsea have fell off a cliff.
City have dropped off a little bit.
It feels like last seasion's really
taking its toll, and then the World Cup as well. And there's exaggerated circumstances for Chelsea. They've had a lot of turmoil. They've went new owners. They've spent mad money. They've got rid of one of the managers that was, one of the most successful managers in such a short period of time. They've got a manager that's taken that big leap up. So, Chelsea fans, even the Chelsea fans that I've spoken to, they haven't got high hopes or big expectations from this side this season. They know that it's very much a transitional season for them. They need to get the right personnel and they need to start playing the right style of football in order to actually build on. And you could see that from the way they played today. They didn't really have that confidence. They didn't really want to flex the muscles or take it to Liverpool or go for the jugular. And that's what we've seen and what we've been used to in the past. Chelsea teams are arrogant. Chelsea teams are really arrogant, really difficult to break down, really resolute, and when they need to be ruthless, they can be ruthless. They did not have the hallmarks of a Chelsea team for me today, if I'm being honest. And, as I say, they will write off this season, rightfully so, because they've got everything that they need. They can look forward to. They can look forward to these players being implemented. They can look forward to Graham Potter getting this project underway. They can look forward to having a new owner that will kind of usher in a new dawn for them, so to speak. But this Liverpool side, there's so many question marks, and that's where the anxiety has crept in. That's where the nervousness has crept in, and that's where I think that lack of confidence is now a really defining factor for us.
I think they realised that they can't play expansive footy and be solid at the same time.
Yeah.
And they were trying to. So I think Liverpool have decided, get some zeros, or that's 2 clean sheets in a row. Maybe that's that's going to be that. The gap is so big to top, if that is the aim, because I'm not even sure it can. But if it is, that's a big old gap to try and claw down.
8-9.
It's hard. It's not just point wise, just a lot of teams, but it feels like that may be what it was. John with the super chat, thanks very much. John says, John Francis, Bajcetic may have no ceiling. I thought he was good.
Yeah.
I think again we saw it against Wolves. He got tired. and he seemed to tire at the end. He had that counter-attack and he just couldn't quite get his legs going. But yeah, I was impressed with him, especially because he was on a yellow card for a lot of the game. Independent Scott, I feel bad for Doak being left out in favour of Ox. But to be fair, Ox didn't come on either. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, bench warming both themselves. It's hard to really analyse that, but yeah, what we're going to try and do, we'll try and do that just on our next couple of shows as well. So Errol will be live very, very shortly on YouTube with the fan reaction show. So if you head to our social account at the Redmen TV, you can tweet us there. If you're one of our YouTube members, you can use the chat. If you're one of our Redmen Plus Club Legends, you can use the Discord chat. Get yourselves involved in that show. Later on, I'll be over at the board of the player ratings, which could be a chore, but we'll try. Again, that'll be available on YouTube, so do keep an eye out on that one. There'll be reaction from in and around Anfield as well. Chloe and Paul and Chris are down there, so if you want to get involved, they'll be there on the YouTube channel for you as well. Then Errol and I will be back with the instant match reaction over on Redmen Plus a little bit later on. But yeah, the game ends Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. And it was as bad as the scoreline suggests. Thanks very much for joining me and Errol. Hopefully we made it a little bit more entertaining for you. You guys certainly helped us get through because it was a bit of a slog. But thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for tuning in. And we'll be back next time. See you later, everyone.
Each and every single month, you could be entered into a prize draw for, generally speaking, some signed Liverpool memorabilia. You just need to be a club legend at redmenplus.com. Honestly, we've given away some absolute belters over the last year and a half, and you could be the next winner.